Okay, so welcome to English 10B. This is Miss Amador, and we are finishing up the reading from Lost in Yonkers. So I last left off on page 102. So we're going to start on page 102, probably recap page 111. Oh, also, just if you've missed previous readings, this isn't going to make any sense until you're all caught up. So go to YouTube for my channel, Jessica Amador, so that way you are all caught up in the story. Get your book. Remember, it's a play, so it's important you know who's speaking. So, page 101. Aunt Bella had just announced to the family that her little boyfriend Johnny wants to marry her. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to complete the scene. I had to stop it because I only have 15 minutes on Screencast-O-Matic. So let's just get back. Hopefully you just finished the reading. And so you want me to hurry up and get started. So I'll go ahead and do that. I'll start on page 101 at the bottom. What could possibly be more than that, Bella? Me! He wants me! He wants to marry me! She starts to cry. I want to marry him. I want to have his children. I want my own babies. Jesus Christ! Shocked at this. That's enough. I don't want to hear this anymore. You think I can't have healthy babies, Mama? Well, I can't. I'm as strong as an ox. I've worked in that store and taken care of you by myself since I'm 12 years old. That's how strong I am. Like steel, Mama. Isn't that how we're supposed to be? But my babies won't die because I'll love them and take care of them. And they won't get sick like me or Gert or be weak like Eddie and Louie. My babies will be happier than we were because I'll teach them to be happy. Not to grow up and run away or never visit when they're older or not be able to breathe because they're so frightened. And never, ever to make them spend their lives rubbing my back and my legs because you never had anyone around who loved you enough to want to touch you because you made it so clear you never wanted to be touched with love. Do you know what it's like to touch steel, Mama? It's hard and it's cold, and I want to be warm and soft with my children. Let me have my babies, Mama, because I have to love somebody. I have to love someone who will love me back before I die. Give me that, Mama, and I promise you'll never worry about being alone, because you'll have us, me and my husband and my babies. Louie, tell her how wonderful that would be. Gert, wouldn't that make her happy? Mama, please say yes. I need you to say yes. Please? It is deathly silent. No one has moved. Finally, Grandma gets up slowly, walks to her room, goes in, and quietly closes the door. Bella looks at the door. Hold me. Somebody, please hold me. Gert gets up and puts her arms around Bella and rocks her gently. We go to black. Okay, so we are on scene 3. And this is actually where you'll notice event 1 takes place. He writes to Eddie and tells him that he misses him. So just remember that you want to have your, it says here, your student activity workbook, your SAW out and open on page 47, activity 16. You can write down this information on your storyboard. So the setting never changes. Grandma's apartment. Major characters, Bella, Grandma. Minor characters, Jay, Artie, Gert. No one has seen Aunt Bella after the family meeting. So that's what I just finished reading in scene 2, was the family meeting where Aunt Bella talks about Johnny and her plans to get married and the restaurant and wanting to have babies and telling her mom, Grandma, how she really feels. So let's find out the outcome. So as I mentioned, it starts with a letter. Page 104, scene 3. Dear Pop, things are really bad here. Really, really bad. I wish you were home, even just for a weekend. Last night I cried for you and for Mom. But Jay was afraid Grandma would hear, so he stuck a sock in my mouth. I miss you and love you. Your son, Artie, not Arthur. Sunday the following week, about midday. Artie is seated at the table, writing in his notebook. Jay stands looking out the window. Where do you think Aunt Bella would be? Missing for 2 nights? Somewhere out there in the city? I'm worried. Maybe Uncle Louie took her with him. If he didn't take me, you think he's going to take Aunt Bella and her 40-year-old usher from the home? The door to Grandma's room opens and Aunt Gert comes out. I'm going now. I think Mama feels better since Aunt Bella called me. No idea where she is? Yes. She moves away from Grandma's door. She's at my house. We're at event 2 where Gert tells Jay that Bella is at her house in confidence as she is leaving and gives him her telephone number. Top of page 105. Your house? Shh. She doesn't want Mama to know. You mean she's been there all the time? Gert nods yes. Is she ever coming back? She's meeting with that man today. We'll know soon. Do you think they'll get married? Who knows? She's been crying for 2 days now. I'm sorry, it's hard for me to talk. Is there anything the doctors can do about that, Aunt Gert? I don't have it that much. It's mostly when I come here. Oh. You boys take care of Grandma now. If Bella doesn't come back, you're all she has. I know. If you run into trouble, do you have my number? I don't think so. It's Winchester 7. 4669. What? Westchester 7. 4, 6. I have it. Goodbye, darlings. Take care. I love you. She goes, closing the front door. It could be worse. Suppose we were left with her instead. That's not funny. Yes, it is. All right, it's funny. But I feel sorry for her. I feel sorry for this whole family. Even Grandma, don't you? Artie looks at Jay, says nothing. Well, I do. And you should too. Grandma's door opens. She comes out looking tired. Hi, Grandma. How are you feeling? Is there anything we can get you? She sits. What are you doing in the house on Sunday? Why don't you go for a walk or something? We thought we'd keep you company. I don't need to keep company. So we're on event 3. You want the radio on, Grandma? They have Sunday news on today. I had enough news already this week. Things are getting better in North Africa. They captured 20,000 Germans this month. 20,000 Germans. Good. That's good news. The football game is on now. Sometimes they interrupt the game for news reports. Don't trick me into listening to football. She turns her head. Was that the phone? Did you hear the phone downstairs? No. No. I don't ring on Sundays. How is your father? He's feeling better. He thinks he could be home for good in about 8 months. 8 months? You'll be glad to go home, yeah? Yeah. Yes, sort of. But we'll still come out and visit you, Grandma. Maybe I won't be here. Maybe I'll sell the store. Sell the store? What would you do without the store? Don't worry so much about your grandma. Your grandma knows how to take care of herself, believe me. Go on outside, both of you. You talk too much. You sure you don't mind being alone? She sits back and closes her eyes. Maybe this is the first Sunday. I'll get some rest. The front door opens and Bella comes in. She is wearing a hat and coat and carries her purse and a small suitcase. She also has a cake box. Aunt Bella, are you okay? She doesn't react to this. She remains sitting back with her eyes still closed. Go already. How many times do I have to tell you? The boys look at her, then turn and leave, closing the door. Bella stands there looking at her mother, who has still refused to open her eyes. Okay, event Aunt Bella comes in. Grandma tells Jay and Artie to go outside. Hello, Mama. Grandma doesn't respond. Would you like some tea? It's chilly in here. I bought a coffee cake at Grossman's. It's still warm. It's all right if you don't want to talk to me, Mama. I know you must be very angry with me. She looks away from Bella. You're home for good or this a visit? I don't know. I thought I'd come back and talk to you about it. Like you talked to me the night you left? Without a word? You're the one who didn't talk, Mama. You never gave me a chance to say anything. I heard what you had to say. I didn't have to hear no more. Nods. Look, Mama, I'm not crying. I know you're very angry with me, but I'm not crying. And it's not because I'm afraid to cry. It's because I have no tears left in me. I feel sort of empty inside, like you feel all the time. How would you know how I feel? You don't think I know anything, do you? You think I'm stupid, don't you, Mama? No, you're not stupid. Then what? Am I crazy? Do you think I'm crazy, Mama? Don't use that word to me. Why not? Are you afraid of it? If that's what I am, Mama, then don't be afraid to say it. Because if I'm crazy, I should be in the home, shouldn't I? But then you'd be alone, and you wouldn't like that. Is that why you don't use that word, Mama? You want to know what you are, Bella? You're a child. That's what doctors told me. Not crazy, not stupid, a child. And that's how I treat you, because that's all you understand. You don't need doctors. You're not sick. You don't need to live in the home. This is where you live, where you can be watched and taken care of. You'll always be a child, Bella. And in this world, where there's so much hate and sickness and death, where nobody can live in peace, then maybe you're better off. Stay a child, Bella, and be glad that's what God made you. Then why did he make me look like a woman and feel like a woman inside of me and want all the things a woman should have? Is that what I should thank him for? Why did he do that, Mama, when I can do everything but think like a woman? I know I get confused sometimes and frightened, but if I'm a child, why can't I be happy like a child? Why can't I be satisfied with dolls instead of babies? I'm not so smart I can answer such things. But I am smart, Mama. Maybe only as smart as a child, but some children are smarter than grown-ups. Some grown-ups I've seen are very stupid and very mean. You don't have responsibilities, Bella, and responsibilities is what makes meanness. I don't want to be your responsibility. Then maybe you won't be so mean to me. Then who will be responsible for you? Yourself? That man you ran away with? Who wants money from you? Who wants other things from you? God only knows what else. Things you would never know about. Stay the way you are, Bella, because you don't want such feelings would do to you. Yes, I do, Mama. I know what other things you're talking about, because they've happened to me, Mama. Oh, yes, they've happened because I wanted them to happen. You angry at me? She turns away, dismissing this. You don't know what you're saying, Bella. You mean am I telling you the truth? Yes, I know what the truth is. Only I've been afraid to tell it to you for all these years. Gertrude knows. She's the only one. Do you hate me, Mama? Tell me, because I don't know if I did wrong or not. You're angry, so you tell me lies. I don't want to hear your childish lies. She waves Bella away. No, you have to listen, Mama. When I was in school, I let boys touch me. And boys that I met in the park and in the movies, even boys that I met here in the store. Nights when you were asleep, I went down and let them in. And not just boys, Mama. Men, too. Stop this, Bella. You don't know what you're saying. You dream these things in your head. I needed somebody to touch me, Mama. Somebody to hold me, to tell me I was pretty. You never told me that. Some even told me they loved me, but I never believed them because I knew what they wanted from me, except John. He did love me. He was the only one I ever felt safe with, and I thought maybe for the first time I could be happy. Okay, we're going to have to finish this in the next recording.